Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in life when the air feels heavier, charged with possibility, and yet we often fail to recognize it. These moments, I believe, are whispers from the divine, hints that something extraordinary is unfolding just beyond our sight. Today I ask you to pause and consider the signs, subtle and profound, that God may be preparing to pour blessings into your life. The first sign is discomfort. Life begins to feel unsettled, as though the ground beneath you is shifting. This is not punishment but preparation. Growth, as you know, rarely comes without discomfort. The breaking of old habits, the shedding of outdated ways, these are the labor pains of a new blessing being born. Then there is resistance. Doors close, plans falter, relationships strain. But remember, not every closed door is a loss. Sometimes it is divine redirection. The very obstacles you face may be the guiding hands of something greater, moving you toward the path you are truly meant to walk. The third sign, a heightened awareness of what truly matters. The things you once chased, money, status, applause, begin to feel hollow. Instead, your soul yearns for deeper meaning, for connection, for purpose. This is a sacred nudge, a calling to align your heart with something eternal. And then you may find yourself isolated. Friends drift away, familiar faces disappear. It feels lonely, yes, but in that solitude you are being drawn closer to the divine. In silence you hear the voice of God more clearly. In stillness you are refined. Another sign is an increase in challenges. You might think, why now? Why me? But great challenges often precede great blessings. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is refined in fire. Your trials are not breaking you, they are building you. You will also notice divine provision. The unexpected help appears, a kind word from a stranger, a door you never thought to knock on swings wide open. These are not coincidences, they are reminders that even in the wilderness, you are not alone. Another sign is the birth of bold dreams. Ideas flood your mind, visions of what could be, of what you are capable of becoming. These dreams are seeds planted by God Himself. They are the evidence of what is to come. And finally, you will feel peace. Not the absence of chaos, but a deep, unshakable peace within. It is the calm assurance that despite the storms around you, all is well. It is the still, small voice saying, I am with you. So, if you find yourself in discomfort, if doors are closing, if challenges mount, take heart. These are not signs of despair, but of destiny. The blessing is nearer than you think. Keep walking, keep believing, and trust that God's timing is always perfect. Thank you. Discomfort is an inevitable part of life, yet it is often misunderstood. When we encounter discomfort, our first instinct is to avoid it, to seek shelter in the familiar. However, discomfort is not always a sign of something going wrong. On the contrary, it can be a sign that something remarkable is about to happen. In the divine tapestry of life, discomfort often serves as a precursor to transformation, a signal that God is preparing you for a blessing beyond what you can currently imagine. When life feels unsettled, when the routines that once brought comfort begin to feel restrictive or unfulfilling, it is often because you are being stretched beyond your current capacity. Growth, by its very nature, requires a departure from what is comfortable. Think of a seed buried in the soil. The seed must push through layers of dirt and darkness before it can emerge into the light. This process is not easy, it is fraught with resistance and struggle. Yet without that initial discomfort, the seed would never grow into what it is meant to become. Similarly, the discomfort you feel in your own life may be a sign that you are being prepared for growth. Perhaps you feel restless in your current job or unfulfilled in certain relationships. Perhaps you sense that there is more to life than what you are currently experiencing. These feelings are not random, they are signals urging you to move beyond the familiar and step into a new phase of your journey. God often uses discomfort as a way to nudge us out of complacency and into action. It is His way of saying, there is more for you, but you must be willing to leave where you are to receive it. Discomfort also serves as a mirror, reflecting the areas of our lives that need attention or change. When you feel uneasy, it is often because something within you is out of alignment. Perhaps you are clinging to habits, beliefs, or relationships that no longer serve you. Discomfort forces you to confront these truths, even when it is painful. It is in this confrontation that transformation begins. Just as a caterpillar must endure the confines of its cocoon before it can emerge as a butterfly, you too must endure the discomfort of growth before you can step into your full potential. Moreover, discomfort teaches resilience. It challenges you to persevere, to trust in the process even when the outcome is unclear. In moments of discomfort, it is tempting to question whether you are on the right path. You may wonder why God is allowing you to struggle, or why things seem so uncertain. But it is in these moments that your faith is being strengthened. Discomfort pushes you to rely not on your own understanding but on God's plan. It reminds you that growth is not about instant gratification but about enduring the process with trust and patience. Consider the stories of those who have achieved great things. Rarely do these stories begin with comfort and ease. More often they are marked by seasons of struggle and uncertainty. Take, for example, the journey of biblical figures like Joseph, who endured betrayal, imprisonment, and years of waiting before stepping into his destiny. His discomfort was not a punishment but a preparation. Through it all, God was molding him, refining his character, and equipping him for the role he was destined to fulfill. In the same way, your discomfort may be preparing you for something far greater than you can currently comprehend. Discomfort also has a way of sharpening your focus. When everything is going smoothly, it is easy to become complacent or distracted. But when you are faced with challenges, your priorities become clearer. Discomfort strips away the superficial and forces you to focus on what truly matters. It is in these moments that you begin to see your purpose more clearly and align yourself with God's will. The discomfort is not a detour, it is part of the journey, guiding you toward your ultimate destination. In moments of discomfort, it is crucial to remember that God's plans are always for your good. Even when the path is unclear, even when the process is painful, He is working behind the scenes to bring His promises to fruition. Discomfort is not the end of the story, it is the beginning of something new. It is the sign that you are being prepared, refined, and strengthened for the blessings that lie ahead. Trust the process, for it is through discomfort that true growth occurs. Life often unfolds in ways that challenge our expectations. Doors we hoped would open remain firmly shut, and paths we thought were clear suddenly become blocked. In these moments, it's easy to feel discouraged, to wonder why things aren't going as planned. But what if those closed doors aren't failures? What if they're divine redirections, guiding us towards something greater than we can presently see? When a door closes, it is not necessarily a sign that you are on the wrong path. Rather, it may be a sign that God is actively intervening, protecting you from harm, or pointing you toward a more fitting opportunity. Closed doors can feel deeply personal. They can challenge your sense of worth, your confidence, and even your faith. Perhaps you didn't get the job you were sure was meant for you. Perhaps a relationship you invested deeply in came to an abrupt end. These moments sting, and the natural reaction is to ask why. But it is essential to remember that not every opportunity is meant to be seized, and not every relationship is meant to last. Some doors are closed because what lies behind them is not aligned with your purpose. Others are closed because they are distractions from what God truly intends for your life. When a door closes, it's often because something better is being prepared. Imagine for a moment that you are hiking up a mountain. You see a path that looks easy and inviting, so you head toward it, but suddenly it's blocked by a fallen tree. Frustrated, you turn around and search for another route. This new path is steeper, harder, and longer than you anticipated. But as you climb, you eventually reach a clearing, one that offers a breathtaking view you would have missed if you had stayed on the first path. That is the nature of divine redirection. What feels like a setback is often a setup for something greater. Closed doors are also opportunities for growth. When things go according to plan, it's easy to coast along, never questioning, never stretching beyond your current abilities. But when a door closes, you are forced to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. In these moments of uncertainty, you may discover strengths you didn't know you had. You may develop resilience, patience, and trust in ways that would not have been possible otherwise. Sometimes it is through the pain of a closed door that we become who we are meant to be. Furthermore, closed doors remind us of our dependence on God. When life is smooth and predictable, we can fall into the trap of thinking we are in control. But when plans fall apart, we are reminded of the limitations of our own understanding. These moments push us to surrender, to trust that God's vision is infinitely broader than our own. What we see as a loss, He sees as protection. What we see as rejection, He sees as redirection. In the grander scheme of things, He knows which doors need to remain closed so that we don't settle for less than is best. Closed doors also serve as a test of faith. It's one thing to trust God when everything is going well, but it's another to trust Him when you're standing in front of a door that refuses to open. Will you cling to your own plans, or will you trust that He knows what He's doing? Will you despair over what you've lost, or will you look forward to what He might be preparing? Faith is not about having all the answers, it's about believing in the goodness of God, even when the answers are unclear. It's important to remember that God's timing is perfect. Sometimes a door closes not because it's the wrong door, but because it's the wrong time. Perhaps you're not yet ready for what lies behind that door, or perhaps the circumstances aren't yet aligned for it to work out as it should. A closed door today doesn't mean it will never open, it just means that the right moment has not yet arrived. In hindsight, you may see the wisdom of doors that were closed. You may realize that what felt like rejection was actually protection. You may recognize that the path you ended up on was far better suited to your gifts, your purpose, and your calling. Closed doors have a way of bringing clarity over time, showing us that God's plans are always for our ultimate good, even when we don't immediately understand them. So, the next time you encounter a closed door, resist the urge to see it as failure. Instead, see it as an invitation to trust, to grow, and to be led by a wisdom far greater than your own. Every closed door is a reminder that you are not wandering aimlessly through life. You are being guided by the hand of a God who loves you and knows exactly where you need to go. Life has a way of pulling us in countless directions, often distracting us from what truly matters. We chase goals, accumulate possessions, and pursue recognition, believing these things will fulfill us. But there comes a point when these pursuits begin to feel hollow. It's as if the noise of life grows louder while your heart quietly whispers that something is missing. This is a pivotal moment, a divine nudge urging you to focus on what truly matters. It is one of the clearest signs that God is preparing to bless you by aligning your heart with His purpose. When your focus begins to shift, it can feel unsettling at first. The things that once excited you, the endless striving for success, or the approval of others, no longer carry the same weight. You may even feel confused, wondering why you've lost interest in what used to drive you. But this is not a loss. It's a transformation. It's God's way of clearing out the clutter in your life to make room for what is meaningful. When you start to feel this shift, it's an invitation to slow down and pay attention to where your heart is being drawn. This heightened awareness often comes with a sense of longing, a deep yearning for purpose and connection. You might begin to notice the beauty in small, ordinary moments, the laughter of a loved one, the peace of a quiet morning, the warmth of a heartfelt conversation. These moments may seem insignificant on the surface, but they hold profound meaning. They are reminders that life is not measured by the quantity of what we achieve, but by the quality of how we live and love. As you begin to focus on what truly matters, you'll find yourself re-evaluating your priorities. Perhaps you've been dedicating most of your energy to a career that leaves you drained, while relationships with family and friends have taken a back seat. Or maybe you've been caught up in the pursuit of material wealth, only to realize that possessions bring temporary happiness at best. This realization can be humbling, but it is also freeing. It's an opportunity to realign your life with the values that resonate deeply with your soul. One of the most profound shifts that occurs during this process is a greater awareness of the people in your life. You begin to cherish relationships in a way you may not have before. The love of family, the loyalty of friends, and the kindness of strangers take on a new significance. You start to see these connections as blessings, as reflections of God's love for you. Investing in these relationships becomes a priority because you realize that love and connection are at the heart of what truly matters. This shift in focus also changes the way you approach challenges and difficulties. Instead of seeing struggles as obstacles, you begin to view them as opportunities for growth and faith. You realize that the challenges you face are not random but intentional, designed to shape your character and strengthen your trust in God. In moments of hardship, you learn to lean on Him more, finding peace in the knowledge that He is in control. This perspective allows you to navigate life with a sense of hope and resilience, even when circumstances are less than ideal. As you embrace this new awareness, you may also find yourself letting go of things that no longer serve you. This could mean releasing toxic relationships, unhealthy habits, or unrealistic expectations. Letting go can be difficult. It often requires courage and faith. But in doing so, you create space for God to work in your life. You open yourself to His guidance, trusting that what He has planned for you is far better than anything you could plan for yourself. Another profound change that occurs during this time is a deepening of your relationship with God. As the distractions of life fade away, you find more time to pray, reflect, and seek His presence. This intimacy with God becomes the anchor of your life, providing clarity and direction. You start to see His hand in everything, from the smallest blessings to the grandest moments. This awareness fills your heart with gratitude, reinforcing your trust in His plan. When your focus shifts to what truly matters, your life becomes simpler, yet richer. You begin to prioritize joy over perfection, gratitude over comparison, and purpose over performance. You stop striving to meet the world's standards and start living in alignment with God's purpose for you. This realignment doesn't just bring inner peace, it also sets the stage for the blessings God is preparing for you. By focusing on what truly matters, you position yourself to receive these blessings with open hands and a grateful heart. This transformation is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. It requires you to regularly examine your priorities and make choices that honor your values. But as you do, you'll find that life becomes more meaningful, more fulfilling, and more aligned with the person God created you to be. In focusing on what truly matters, you allow God's blessings to flow freely into your life, enriching not just your own journey, but also the lives of those around you. Challenges are an inevitable part of life, and they often arrive uninvited and unexpected. They can disrupt your plans, shake your confidence, and make you question everything. Yet, as painful as these moments can be, they are often the precursors to something extraordinary. Great challenges frequently precede great blessings, not because the struggle is a punishment, but because it is a preparation. Through challenges you are refined, strengthened, and equipped for what lies ahead, even if you cannot yet see the purpose behind the pain. One of the most striking aspects of challenges is their ability to reveal your inner strength. When life is comfortable, it's easy to rely on routine and remain in your comfort zone. But challenges push you beyond what you thought you were capable of. They force you to dig deeper, to persevere, and to find resilience you didn't know you possessed. This process is not easy, but it is necessary. Just as gold is refined through fire, so too are you refined through adversity. Challenges strip away the superficial and reveal the core of who you are, preparing you to receive and sustain the blessings that are coming your way. Challenges also have a way of reshaping your perspective. In moments of difficulty, you may find yourself questioning your priorities and reassessing what truly matters. Perhaps you've been chasing success, comfort, or approval, only to realize that these things are fleeting. Challenges often force you to confront deeper truths about yourself and your purpose. They invite you to let go of what is temporary and cling to what is eternal. This shift in perspective is not just a coping mechanism, it's a transformation. It aligns your heart with God's purpose and prepares you to steward the blessings He has in store. Another profound effect of challenges is their ability to foster dependence on God. When everything is going smoothly, it's easy to rely on your own abilities and take control of your life. But challenges remind you of your limitations. They humble you, showing you that there are things beyond your power to fix or control. In these moments, you are invited to lean on God, to trust in His plan, even when it doesn't make sense. This dependence is not a sign of weakness, it is a sign of faith. It is in your moments of greatest struggle that God often draws closest, providing comfort, guidance, and strength. In addition to drawing you closer to God, challenges also have a way of preparing you for the blessings that are on the horizon. Think of a farmer preparing soil for planting. The soil must be tilled, broken up, and turned over before it is ready to receive the seeds. Similarly, challenges till the soil of your life. They break up the hard ground of complacency and prepare you to receive the seeds of blessing that God wants to plant. Without this preparation, the seeds might fall on unready ground and fail to take root. Challenges ensure that when the blessings come, you are ready to nurture and sustain them. Challenges also teach valuable lessons that shape your character. Patience, perseverance, humility, and empathy are often forged in the fires of difficulty. These traits are not just admirable qualities, they are essential for living a life of purpose. Without challenges, you might never develop the depth of character needed to handle the blessings you are destined for. For example, a person who has experienced financial hardship may develop a profound sense of gratitude and generosity when they later find abundance. Similarly, someone who has endured relational struggles may develop the compassion and wisdom needed to nurture healthier connections in the future. Another key aspect of challenges is their ability to build faith. Faith is not built on easy answers or smooth paths, it is built on trust in the unseen. When you face a challenge and choose to trust God despite your fears and doubts, your faith grows stronger. This faith is not just for the present moment, it becomes a foundation for future challenges. It reminds you that God has been faithful before and will be faithful again. This deepening faith is one of the greatest blessings that challenges can bring, for it equips you to navigate life with courage and hope. It's also important to recognize that challenges often lead to opportunities. What may seem like a setback can turn out to be a setup for something greater. A closed door might push you toward a path you never considered, but one that is far more aligned with your purpose. A difficult season might open your eyes to gifts and passions you didn't realize you had. Challenges are not the end of the story, they are often the beginning of a new chapter, one filled with possibilities you could not have imagined. Through all of this, challenges remind you that you are part of a larger story. They teach you that life is not just about avoiding pain or seeking comfort, but about growing, learning, and becoming the person you were created to be. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for transformation, a chance to draw closer to God and prepare for the blessings He is orchestrating behind the scenes. While the process may be difficult, the rewards are immeasurable, for they bring you closer to the life you are meant to live. Peace is one of the most profound indicators that God is at work in your life. It is not just the absence of conflict or chaos, but an inner assurance that transcends external circumstances. This peace doesn't come from the world, it comes from God. It is a divine gift, a quiet confidence that no matter what is happening around you, everything will work out according to His plan. When you experience this kind of peace, it is a strong sign that God is about to bless you, for it means He is preparing your heart to receive His promises. One of the most remarkable aspects of divine peace is that it often comes during times of uncertainty or difficulty. In moments when you might expect to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, there is instead a calmness that cannot be explained. This peace acts as a gentle reminder that you are not alone, that God is with you, and that He is in control. It is a peace that defies logic, one that allows you to stand firm even when the ground beneath you feels shaky. This peace does not promise that you won't face challenges, but it assures you that those challenges will not defeat you. Divine peace also serves as a compass, guiding you toward the right path. When faced with decisions, you may notice that certain options bring an inexplicable sense of calm, while others leave you feeling unsettled or anxious. This peace is God's way of directing you, helping you discern His will. It may not come with a detailed map or a clear explanation, but it provides enough clarity to take the next step. Trusting this peace often requires faith, as it may lead you down paths that seem uncertain or unconventional. But as you follow where it leads, you will find that it always aligns with God's purpose for your life. Another powerful aspect of divine peace is its ability to protect your mind and heart. The Bible speaks of the peace of God as a guard that shields you from fear and doubt. When you are walking in this peace, negativity and anxiety have a harder time taking root. This doesn't mean that you won't face moments of worry or struggle, but it does mean that those moments will not have the final say. Peace acts as a fortress, keeping your spirit anchored in hope and trust. It allows you to move forward with confidence, knowing that God's promises are unshakable. Peace also strengthens your ability to wait on God's timing. Waiting is one of the most challenging aspects of faith, especially in a world that prioritizes instant results. But divine peace gives you the patience to trust that God's timing is perfect, even when it doesn't match your own. This peace reminds you that delays are not denials and that God is working behind the scenes in ways you cannot yet see. It allows you to rest in His promises without feeling the need to rush or force outcomes. In this way, peace becomes both a source of comfort and a sign of spiritual maturity. Furthermore, divine peace transforms how you view your circumstances. Instead of seeing challenges as obstacles, you begin to see them as opportunities for growth and faith. Peace allows you to face trials with grace, knowing that they are temporary and that God is using them to prepare you for something greater. It shifts your focus from the problem to the promise, helping you see the bigger picture. This change in perspective not only brings comfort, but also strengthens your resolve, allowing you to persevere with a sense of purpose. Divine peace also has a ripple effect, influencing the people around you. When you carry this peace, it becomes evident to others. Your calm demeanor and unwavering faith can inspire those who are struggling or searching for hope. In this way, your peace becomes a testimony of God's goodness, drawing others closer to Him. It shows that true peace is not dependent on circumstances but is rooted in a relationship with the Creator. By sharing this peace with others, you become a vessel of God's love, spreading light in a world that desperately needs it. Finally, peace prepares your heart to receive God's blessings. When you are filled with anxiety or doubt, it is difficult to fully embrace what God has for you. But when you are at peace, your heart is open and ready. Peace creates a fertilizer ground for blessings to take root and grow. It allows you to recognize God's hand in your life and to receive His gifts with gratitude and joy. This readiness is not just about material blessings, but also about the deeper blessings of purpose, fulfillment, and spiritual growth. The presence of divine peace is a powerful indication that God is working in your life. It reassures you, guides you, protects you, and prepares you for the blessings to come. It is a reminder that no matter what challenges you face, you are held in the hands of a loving and faithful God. This peace is not something you can manufacture or earn. It is a gift that comes from trusting Him completely. When you experience this peace, it is a sign that you are aligned with His will and that He is preparing to pour His blessings into your life in ways that will exceed your expectations. In life's trials, shifts in focus, and moments of divine peace, God is preparing you for greater blessings. Trust the process, for every challenge, redirection, and quiet assurance is part of His perfect plan to lead you toward purpose, growth, and fulfillment beyond measure.